Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. I want to deal with an extremely familiar passage of Scripture with you today. Sometimes I like dealing with the things that we skip over, but other times I like to just look at the incredible, profound truths that encourage us. Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know, now these are one of those things that we can just stick on a board and say, this is something we know. We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and who have been called according to His purpose. In everything going on, God is working for your good. Now you just need to back up and just deal with that verse for a minute. I didn't say that God has caused the negative situations in your life. I didn't say that God has caused the problems in your life. God is never the source of your problem. He's always the source of your solution. But I do want you to recognize that in everything going on, God is not silent. God is not on vacation. God is not absent. God is not watching us from a distance. God is working. Whatever is going on in your life, God is working. And God is working for the good of those who love Him and have been called according to His purpose. He's not working for your bad. He's working for your good. Now, if you're sitting there listening to me today and you've got some really horrible things going on in your life right now, would you just relax a little bit and realize God hasn't abandoned you. He will never fail you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He is working for you. It's kind of like Ruth and Naomi. Naomi came back to Israel and said, "Call me Mara because God has made my life bitter." God hadn't made her life bitter. That was the devil. But what she hadn't seen is the unseen hand of God working, laying everything out. And Boaz was in place, and the kinsman redeemer was in place, and everything was in place for her life to be blessed. Rather than give up on God, brothers and sisters, why don't you look around a little bit? If you look around, you'll see it's not just the devil trying to hurt you. You'll see a greater hand of God in your life, and He's working for your good.